my name is Danielle Moore, and I'm the Recruitment and Retention Coordinator here at the Rubenstein School. Thank you again for attending our virtual Admitted Student Visit Day this morning. We'd now like to show you a few videos about facilities at the Rubenstein School, so please feel free to check out these videos about the Aiken Center, home of the Rubenstein School on UVM's campus, and the Rubenstein Ecosystem Science Lab down at Burlington's waterfront.
Welcome to the Aiken Center, a newly renovated green building at the University of Vermont. Faculty, staff, and students in the Rubenstein School realize that we need to change our building. We need it to represent more of what we do and how we feel about the world. Natural light and natural ventilation actually provide a healthier, more environmentally friendly atmosphere for people to learn and work in. We have triple glazed windows that are very efficient at reducing heat transfer. We have a highly efficient HVAC system, which is heating and cooling the building. It didn't used to be cooled, but yet we're using about 50 to 60% less energy to do it. All the wood that you'll see in this building was cut, processed in Vermont, in fact from our research forest that is FSC certified, which is Forest Stewardship Council certified, which means it's sustainably harvested. It's done in such a way that maintains the forest ecosystem without doing any damage to the other services that the ecosystem provides. Students went out with faculty, selected the trees, helped cut them down, helped bring them through the milling process, all the way to the point where they helped figure out where the wood was going to go. Students still learn because we have 9 species of woods represented in the building, so they'll learn what wood properties are best, how they look, and they continue to learn by working at our research forest, which demonstrates good sustainable harvesting techniques. It's actually 8 green roofs that are separately monitored so that we can change the plants, change the soil, and statistically look at it and see what plants or soil are best at treating stormwater and minimizing peak flows so we have reduced erosion. We had 40 or 50 students helping us install the green roof last fall. And we feel that this is an important contribution that the university and the school and us as researchers and students can contribute to Vermont, basically, or to the lake. We're developing systems that can reduce contaminants and water flow that go into Lake Champlain. We'll learn from this well-designed experiment what works best so that we can then make suggestions for other people and do some calculations, like if half the buildings in Burlington had green roofs, how much runoff, how much contaminants will we save going into Lake Champlain? We have to be able to measure the green roof, the water quantity and the water quality coming off of each one of those 8 watersheds. And we actually do that with a tipping bucket system, which basically means all the water from a given watershed comes through here, drains into this bucket. The bucket tips each time it fills and sends a signal to a computer recorded, and we can actually collect water out of this tube at any time during the process and show the differences between watersheds in water quality and water quantity. So this is the fun part. Most fun part, I think, is that it ain't over. We're continuing now. We have more students all the time. We have interns that work with us throughout the year. We have classes of 30, 40 students continuing to improve the building, but also using the data that we collect so that we could advise other people that are doing the same thing in their buildings. This is rare that a building would have so many sensors and so much data and allow us to learn from the building from now on. We knew this wasn't something that was just cool to do, it was necessary. It had to be done this way. And we all have to strive towards that in the future if we're going to provide a better, cleaner globe for us to live on.
We'd now like to show you some videos about student services and experiential learning here at the Rubenstein School.
So my name is Anna Smiles-Becker, and I'm the career counselor and internship coordinator here in the Rubenstein School. And I'm excited to have a few minutes to share with you a bit about experiential learning and career development here in the Rubenstein School. So I have the opportunity to work with our students and hopefully work with all of you when you enroll here in navigating your path while you're here at UVM and in the Rubenstein School, and as you head off into the world, whether into graduate school, into the world of work, wherever your steps may take you. So we have a really strong focus, as Dean Matthews mentioned, on experiential learning, and that includes service learning courses, that includes internships, that includes research, and that includes study abroad. So I work with students and would work with you all, incoming students, individually to figure out how those experiences fit into your time here at UVM and how they might connect with your major, with your minor, with interests that you have. Because we really do believe that through these experiences, you are trying on work that sounds really interesting to you, right? You may have an interest in exploring what it's like to do research in fisheries, and so experimenting and doing that work through an internship or through research that you might be earning credit for allows you to try that on and decide if it is something that you really do like or something that you don't like and you want to try something else on. Through these opportunities, you also have the kind of chance to work with professionals who are doing work that sounds interesting to you. And those can be incredible mentoring opportunities and also professional development, because these may be folks who are working with you as mentors in the Vermont Agency of Natural Resources or with a local environmental consulting company. And they are going to be mentors through this experience, but also will be folks who could be doing hiring down the road, right? So these are potential employers. These opportunities for you to build this experience, as I mentioned, can be for credit. So all of our majors allow and encourage internship and research credit to count towards the degree, which is a great benefit to you as you are traveling through your academic path. You will work with community partners through service learning courses. Our senior capstone course is a course that involves community-based projects where you are tackling real life problems connected to climate change, connected to adaptation, all sorts of different things. And you are, again, building your skill set and building your resume through these experiences. So we provide the support in terms of faculty and staff, peers, myself, to you as you are trying to identify these internship opportunities, research opportunities, exploring service learning classes. We also provide financial support. And so that financial support is something that you can access as a first-year student. So we have the Rubenstein School Internship Fund, which you can apply for as a first-year student to maybe support you in an internship the first summer after you're here. Maybe you want to return home and work with a local land trust. So you could apply for funding to support you in that experience as you build to become more and more competitive for full-time paid internship and research experiences. We also support and provide opportunities that we have crafted with community partners to you through our perennial internship program. So this is a program that is open only to Rubenstein students, and this summer we will have 30 interns headed out throughout New England and the Mid-Atlantic to be working with our community partners in intensive paid internships.
Hi everybody, I'm Marie Bea. I'm the Assistant Dean for Student Services here in the Rubenstein School, and I want to welcome all of you and congratulate all of you, hoping that we'll meet each other soon over orientation in June and certainly in the fall when you start your classes. So I am here to talk a little bit about your transition to college, and I just want to pause for a moment and have each of you in this sort of space think about where you're at right now. Maybe there's a metaphor, an image that is coming to you. For me, as I was driving in today, I was thinking of when I hike up to the top of Mount Philo here in Vermont, and I can take a look down at the roads and lakes and houses, and I was wondering, what are people's movements, what are they doing inside of their homes when they're in their homes, and how are they navigating transitions from home to work to school, especially in these times. So you're in this point of transition, having to make decisions about where you might be in the short term and how you're going to spend the next 4 years after high school graduation. So here in the Rubenstein School, just to tell you a little bit about our ecosystem, our human ecosystem here, we have about 800 undergrads, 800 students pursuing their Bachelor of Science degree, another 100 students that are pursuing their master's or PhD programs, and then about 100 faculty and staff. We're a human ecosystem, a community that helps each other. And also within our school, we have a student services staff, a couple of whom you've met here today, and a whole group of undergrads and graduate students that could serve as peers, peer support and mentors, as well as faculty that will help guide you in your decisions around academics and certainly around research, internship, and life after college. But beyond the Rubenstein School, we also have all kinds of services across UVM, including tutoring center to help you with your classes, the Counseling and Psychiatry Services Center when you need a little bit more support. We have the Career Center that serves our entire UVM community and also hosts our job fairs. So you'll get a sense of where you might gain some more experience and get to know some other people in our community. We also have a vibrant campus life so that you can exercise and get to know other interests and other people and really build out a well-roundedness in your experience here at UVM. All that to say is that there is a huge network of people here that want to help you navigate to the best of your ability all of your interests in the best and most healthy way possible. So that being said, our job here in the Rubenstein School is to do exactly that, is to move you from being a high school student to being a college student. And what I'd like to offer to you is that there is a time where you'll be transitioning from high school to college student, and the skills that you will need to move through that transition. I would make the case that as soon as you step on campus and move in your things, you're not exactly a college student then. It could take you some time, a month, a whole semester, or a whole year to figure out what it means to be a college student for you. So may I offer a framework on how to navigate that transition? The first thing is to show up. So by showing up, I mean physically get yourself to class. And this feels ironic as I'm talking to you through a screen, but to show up in your classes, in your advisors' offices, in your student clubs and meetings, and any other opportunities to connect with people. So showing up is really important, and being as fully present as you can be wherever you are is going to lend itself to opportunities and connections and epiphanies that you might not otherwise have. The second thing is to ask. And by asking, I mean asking for help. That is a crucial skill. So when we're all struggling, and we do all struggle, college is meant to help us through that struggle. Reaching out and asking for help is going to be really important. And as I said before, there's a whole human ecosystem here that is ready to answer any questions that you have. The second really important piece about asking is that the life of inquiry is really what coming to university is all about. So asking good questions in good company is going to be the pathway to really building a strong academic career here. The third piece is to be kind. And especially in these times, I think this is the most important piece. And what I mean by being kind is being kind to yourself, because we do live in very challenging times, and college itself is meant to challenge you academically, intellectually, and emotionally. So being kind to yourself in the times that you're feeling that you might be struggling through some things is really important. Also, being kind to each other is going to be really, really important. So in a system, in a community where we really depend on the relationships in order to move through, being in community with each other and being kind to each other is going to help us move through these times. And another aspect of being kind is to take care of the world beyond the human world. And that's what the Rubenstein School and the University of Vermont is all about. So in transitioning, showing up, asking, and also taking care of yourself, taking care of each other, and taking care of the beyond human world is going to help us, all of us, move through the transitions that we inevitably face in our lives. because those skills are going to help you not just from high school to college, but from college to internship, from internship to full-time job, from college to graduate school, and all the other transitions during and beyond college. So I want to thank you all for taking time with us, and congratulations again. We wish you all the best in all your decisions. I expect to see you in June for our orientation, and if you have any questions, please contact us at our email, rsenr@uvm.edu.